Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Imperator Rome Invictus, Yaudheya, here on the Lord Master channel. Now, there was some plenty things that happened in the last episode, including, well, you win some and you lose some. We've won the Civil War, but a bit of land was lost, not just Moria over in the Indo-Kush region, which they lost it back to the Seleucids. But we lost a tiny bit of territory that used to owned by us due to a provincial rebellion, only for it to be liberated, and it's back in Mauryan hands instead of my own hands, which was supposed to be rightfully mine, but save your righteous anger for a much later time. Because this bit of land here in Ankara was lost to us, which would have been a pivotal part in future in regards to, this area here. But that's neither here or there, because that requires, a lot more than what you could have. Especially down there, which of course would be a big issue to us, because all that is under Mauryan control. But we do not want to go up against Moria. Apparently, this land has been emptied out. I wonder what gives. Perhaps during this war against Seleucids, they did occupy and probably just they removed the populace over there, unless they moved pops to the cities and they just depopulated, leaving this middle part of the Indus Valley, as I stated it again, depopulated. Which one would think it would present an opportunity if I were to move, say, people of my culture over there to go live over there. And then we would colonize it, but you're allowed to colonize even if you're a subject of it. Well, we need people of our culture to move over there. But I don't think that'll fly. No. But in the meantime, we should think about what to do against the Pauravas. It's still led by Manikitu, who is near death as he has Mentagra and dementia. He ain't what he used to be. And the primary heir is him. Still has a decent martial, but they don't measure up to our own military. If you think about it. Sword tongue there. Because I believe we should conquer the Kingdom of Porus as a way of making up for losing this part of Panchanada. So we could start working on, these little areas here. But this thing regarding other places like Texula and all that, that's gonna have to wait. Especially down there. Which would eventually, lead to this, and perhaps lead to that, since we cannot, go that way, because you'd be declaring war against Moria for that. Although it would be nice to, receive a military bonus depending on choice, and culture habits bonus depending on that choice, and all that. But it says needs to complete one of. That's how it is. It is 271 BC. We will just continue to make some investments and among other things that'd be beneficial to us. Because we know in a period of time, Yaudheya is gotta go to war against either Bactria, Parthia, or Seleucids, or all of them. for Imperial challenge, because they're going to want everything. And more. So, let's continue. Although, looking back on it, honestly, you know, we could have just done the old harsh treatment and then try to integrate with the Puran culture people. And Maurya has declared war against Ashmaka and Pallada. Ashmaka Pallada. So they want to go south. But don't expect me to go over there. You wanted to conquer all of India for yourself. Shook. He's 33 years old, still in the prime of his life. So no doubt he's going to eat up all of this. Sensing a moment of weakness, the hordes of the Dahian wastes descended upon Seleucid lands as a pack of wolves would savage a lamb. The attack came without warning, and Massos Antiochos has been among the first casualties, having been touring the border region when the attack came. Seemingly not content with this apocalyptic turn of events, the nobles of the Seleucid realm have turned on one another, squabbling to determine a legitimate successor. Will the Titan of the East fall to ruin? Whoa. Parnia, now known as, declares war against the Seleucid Empire with the war goal or conquest. There is strife now. They successfully have taken Parthia. And now they're gonna want all this. And they're also fighting against Talos and Persis. Bactria wants no part of it, which they've held a truce with them. I don't know if they previously fought or not, but we do have contact with the Dai. We can trade with them with whatever they may need. So we're going to see a bit of a significant change of territories back and forth between them. They just changed colors, so they're now Parthia. And they're of Parthian culture. Heritage appears to be kept. They were previously something. And by the way, just for more declaring things. Oh, I see what's going on and what's caused depopulation. Rebels. That's what it was about. Rebels. Apparently it does not say you need to be at peace to start a war against them. But I would wait for the time to be right. I may have the good martial skill for it, but wait until the next time. Dhanananda. I believe he's the man for the job. He can lead us to victory. Loaded, small, nervous, and all that. Occupied population dying. That's why there's these parts being depopulated. Rebels are causing it. Maleketu, worried and bedraggled, comes before us, Sangha, seeking protection from the schemes and plots of Pauravas. Our advice is for us that the man is a sibling of the Pauravan ruler, and have been imminently in line of the throne. Many opportunities present themselves for making a statement. But this is Sashigupta, the new Raja, and this is the other Maleketu. So, let's see. Well, there's one way to make them dislike you. So I'll say, ha! Mount him on a cross. So I kill them. And this gives me the excuse to, you know, make them a rival because you needed a country's opinion lower towards you. That's the way to do it. Like, we could declare him as a rival, that's one thing. Pauravas has not been denounced by Maurya, for good reasons. The least years we see an influx of pilgrims traveling to Kagawala, Rodewala, as has become known as a holy site among the Hindus living nearby. If we so wish, it seems like a great opportunity to make a lot of money on these pilgrims dropping by. We could try to garner some popularity amongst the Pauravas by making sure Kagawala is as inviting as well as take care as it can be. Well, I ain't gonna be around for long, so let's make sure this will be a worthwhile endeavor. We'll take the corruption. There's these rebels, they're on the move again. Likely gonna take this, yep. Populations are dying off, so that means more and more territories are gonna be depopulated or move out to somewhere else. They're depopulating the Indus as if pestilence has struck the land. Ah, that's a Druidic thing. They deified him. Oh, we're not doing this again. No, no, no. Local autonomy. Actually, no. Harsh treatment. Yes. Barely. I am not in the mood to be losing Trigata. There are ways to, you know, get them to turn around on our side. And that culture is mostly accruing. Perhaps you could do something for them. Invest. As often we continue to invest here, but I'm thinking, oh, we got a lot of great things to trade with, to import in, but I'm thinking, population capacity is always good. But I'm thinking. I was just looking at the research. And knowing the monthly research is way better than it was in the past. Especially with the ahead of time bonus. And a food province is pretty good. So, you know, I think we should increase the population capacity. Give them more of an excuse that people want to come here. Freeman desired ratio would do, because this gives us more manpower and a bit of a base tax. Because Lord knows we need more manpower. I know it isn't always the best idea, but I think perhaps one day we're gonna have to, you know, there's this future mission where we do have the stability and the political influence there. I think we should integrate those people in. The Yaudheya culture, they should be integrated, as they're pretty much the second largest population. It's kind of hard to touch that one of our main grain stores in the province of Koru was engulfed in an unfortunate conflagration last night. All the much stockpile contained within. We can rebuild the stockpile, but some officials argued the size of the reserve was not necessary, would rather when it was spent elsewhere. Oh hell. The grain is an important strategic keystone. So we just lost a terrible amount of food here. But we'll manage. Integrate is a way of loyalty. And of course, there's this silly thing that I would do where we decide to send our people over there, and then the loyalty goes down, and at the same time, and keep in mind, colonial occupation is permanent effect, but integrating them removes that effect. Pura over there. We could do the same. But you would make things worse because loyalty is already low enough. You think sending our people over there is going to make a difference? Right of inheritance is cultural integration speed and happiness, rather than fully integrate them. It's okay. Not only loyalty goes up, but happiness goes up, and that may get them on our side. But, however, integrating them is plus 5% versus permanent. Our citizens won't like it for 3 years, but oh, they'll get over it. Integrate. Do it. Do both. Rival Porus cells hardly did look obvious to us, but the foundation of a colony in this area is without a doubt the best way to exert control in the long run. Humans and the local Yaudheya inhabitants to see how our city will prosper and surpass any previous settlements we've had in this area before the land was confiscated. This is for the best. We'll get rid of it soon enough. So yeah, all the freemen and citizens there, they'll probably want to move over there. That's the place to be. What I'm doing is slightly controversial, but I'm using it as a way of how to keep the provinces in line without having to rely on this. But integrating would come a long way. Although it would slow down the cultural assimilation, but you get the idea. That was the granary fire. It was occupied by rebels, but are the rebels gone now? Or something? Who knows what it would look like at the end of it. Or if anybody else wants to look cool. Oh, I just noticed what's about to happen. Danananda will become the next in 2 months. But next month, watch this. Watch the Seleucid Empire. Civil War. And this further complicates matters, as they too would be at war against the revolt. And the Persis decided to side with the revolt. I wonder what it would be like if there was a revolt in there, although not right now, in future. As if, like, we decide to back on another horse, and hopefully we don't lose by backing that wrong horse. Danananda, a man for the job. Here's the Karanika. Even though you're more daring, but you have the skills. I need you for that. Did take this for inheritance, but we'll switch it focus on more Mars related just to increase that to 11. You sure? That was lung disease. Again, I got my eye on you. But wait until we finish integrating. The oligarchs are known for looking after themselves and their friends. So it came to no surprise when the Council of Appointments in the Sangha put forward one of the number for the prominent position to go. Clearly, Pavatka feels entitled to this honor by the law of nepotism. Only our Maharaj Sanapati could put him right. You're in full health. Oh, it's best not to upset the oligarchs. Sorry, gotta find you somewhere else. What else is that old man good at? No, just the monster. 1 second. Yeah, it's a bit much. I think we may have some room for you. Look, you're gonna get what you want because Fashion said so. But I'm the final decision maker around here, so put it back. Hold on, case of wartime. Sumpa. Allied to Mauryans now. Samatata has expanded to there. Only a matter of time before they take advantage of the situation and fight against Mauria. These levies seem to be getting together. Bactria is dealing with a bit of a rebellion, so they can't be bothered. You may not be all happy because of dominant culture is not integrated culture, but it will be in time. Yeah, colonial occupation is no good to nobody, but we had to send some of our population over there, then they'll be integrated. Don't you worry. And it may increase the size of levies of Gandhara for that very reason. Who are you assassinating? Don't even think about it. Which again, it can only work if I'm friends with a shock. High charisma. Accident from Manipur. We're told of a major industrial accident in the extensive works in the vicinity of Savana Manipura and Trigata. Base metals is the main export of the city. It seems the Naga is in charge of the site, allowed parts of the structural supports to fall into neglect as they try to keep up high demand. A huge collapse all but wiped out the working shift of slaves, and the owners are congratulating to the provincial authorities for compensation for the help reestablishing production. Slaves themselves are none too happy with their loss of family and friends. And naturally cagey about returning to work in such conditions. Without significant repairs, there's no way production can be maintained as anywhere near the previous levels, and the slaves are bound to cause problems about the show of goodwill. That may get them back together with us. I think it would benefit to both sets and slaves in Trigata Compensate the owners and ensure decent working conditions. That would make me massive popular, which I still have that massive popularity when we started doing that looting thing. Back in my previous term. My previous administration. Yeah, that'll slowly come around. I don't get them. And you know, I have enough, you know, money and political influence if I ever wanted to build another city. And as far as I know, there are no cities in Trigata except Noka, but we need to take that territory away from the Pauravas. But I think what you should do instead is try to befriend Ashoka, which there's room for that, as he's friends with the Gadrosian. Go ahead. Because my charisma isn't really the best, because I'm a vengeful man. Go ahead. Once we're done befriending him, I want you to try to sabotage Porava. Got it. Get the money for keeps. And that very large amount of money would also be useful to hire mercenaries if need be during a time of crisis. Look how they're reduced to. State has deep pockets. It's another thing we need that money for. At least you got enough food to keep you going. But I sometimes wish we had those territories. But that would come to a later time. And if need be, there's always more grain that you can get them off from local places. So that way you can handle the population growth capacity. Good. Give this a try. Sabotage Paurava. Attempt to sabotage the reputation of the Kingdom Paurava. You may attempt this once a year. This chance to successfully sabotage them will increase if you are friends with Ashoka, or a silver tongue, or have exceptionally high charisma, which I do not. Or having undesirable charisma or other traits will decrease my chances, like vengeful. Give it a try. Warriors of Politics. Slander. You are granted a council with Ashoka himself. This is your chance to convince him of why we should be able to attack the Kingdom of Paurava freely. Dhanananda, you speak ill of my subjects in Paurava. What is it that they say? Asks Ashoka. You reply, my Raj, they... Oh boy. Say that order was wrong. 50% chance to believe the story. 30% chance to get a stab on a risk. 20% chance to dismiss my story. Say the Rani is unfaithful. 60% chance he believes. 20% dismisses. 20 punishes me for lying. Yipe. Claims that your face is unsightly. Ashoka believes the story 7%. 30% chance to punishes me for lying. Or due to what's that? Spread unspeakable rumors. Trust me, my friend. 90% chance he'll believe it. 10% he'll dismiss. That's because I may be loving, but I can be a bit abrasive and vengeful. What do you say? We have successfully convinced that Ashoka that Pauravas must be punished. And luckily, we're allowed to be the ones to enact said punishment. We will have 5 years before this diplomatic incident will blow over. Great! Now time to wage war. So we successfully enact Pauravas. They will learn of this. Now, we're rivals. The time has come for the kingdom of Pauravas to be put in an end. The tyranny of the sons of Raja Porus has engulfed Western Punjab for far too long. It is time to establish the Kshatriya Republican rule over the so-called intellectuals of Pauravas. So we spend more political influence on this. And so we had to sabotage them, because Maurya refuses to denounce them. Well, this is our time. But first, wait until integration is finished, because may never know if some things may pop up, so don't enact it just yet of the time of war. We're also going to need to raise troops for this, so get a bit ahead of time. Get to your positions. Over here, get to the road. Even though we can't go over. Well, I don't think they would know what hit him, but I think you should maintain the course. Just follow the road. Again, Pauravas never joins Maurya's wars because, well, that's because they're independent right now. So if I were you, I think you should start right now. I don't think you should wait for them to attempt to get an ally. I would hate it if they side with Bactria. Do it right now. Only 30 days. And it'll be done soon. Wanted to look at it, of how much it'll cost me. Yeah, that will not be an issue if there was ever a time of great crises. The kingdom of Porus, Pauravas, will finally meet its end. Ashoka allowed us to attack them. Thanks to our diplomatic efforts, so we shall declare war to conquer their entire state. Kartikeya blesses our blades. So, Maurya have a choose of Pauravas. It stops being, a tributary, as it already had been. So yes, this is my war, not Maurya's. And we're still subjects. Those false rumors that I spread, he believed my story. Oh, it's got a high-level fortress and is trying to build another. All the more reasons why we got to go in after him. We'll be getting some more innovations pretty soon. I think having more discipline in our lives wouldn't hurt as much because our troops have very high discipline. So I think we should go down that route, even if we do not have the ability to raise legions. So you're going to need all of that. very likely our side will win. We have the same idea. But we're fighting the Mauryans. We're effective in that. But look at their discipline compared to ours. And we plan on improving our discipline even more. They didn't last long. We gotta besiege this place before they get their fort level even higher, because there's 3 of them. May take a while though. And if need be, hire mercenaries. They're right here. So you need to take the entirety of them. Mauryan, meanwhile, again, they're looking to occupy everything they see. War's going to be over soon for them. Yeah, we finished integrating. If we ever want to increase that again, we'll be sure to, have that. He was the Senapati. You may not be good at your craft, but it'll do. Talk of Rohtak. The festival dedicated to Parvati, which takes place in Rohtak every 5 years, has drawn to a close, and those who travel to the capital for the celebration have been praising the generosity of Dhanananda Janamidaya non-stop. The harvest was spectacular this year, and the bounty our fields was shared with everyone. Our people returned home with their hearts and stomachs full, praising the gods in the Yaudheya Maharaja Senapati. I look forward to this event every year. Back to the stability up in when it was before we started integrating. I think they're going to go in after him out of desperation. We'll be ready for them. Likely heading to here. It appears they have a defensive extensive. Okay, they're not crossing that river yet. Speaking of rivers. Be sure to build a port whenever it gets up to capacity again. Aqueduct built. This is, I think, we'll be spending our money on. Improve the lands of the areas that we plan to conquer. Done it, led his men to glorious victory during the siege of Sakala. The enemy flee in disgrace. All is left is how to treat the residents within. Needless to say, the spoils of war are likely to cause those back at Otak to admire down and undegraded. But leaving such a wealth in the hands of one man could cause problems in the future. Woof. I think we already have a good amount of money we need. So let the looting be gentle. I don't want to kill any of the population here because some of them are citizens and citizens are useful to us. Be gentle with the looting. Not to mention all these pop sets have been moved to all different places. Finish off the army. Start occupying the outer lying areas. Come here. Nowhere to run now. We sent our smaller army over, but here's reinforcements. Fighting in the jungle, forest. It's their turf, but they ain't gonna stop us. We just took a bit more casualties than we would have liked, but oh well. Severai. That's part of a different region of Mauru. Tiny bit of expansion to there. You've got it. Probably do the integrated culture then. Although it would be nice if we have all these parts as well. So that means we'll only be colonizing through there. Yeah, this part's Parthian now. Sacking of Mong. I didn't know Mong was a little city, but it's a city. Macedonian slaves. Macedonian Buddhist. Oh, this is one of the Alexandrias. Well, let it looting be gentle. Don't depopulate it, for goodness sakes. We need to take Panchananda and then Nokari. We tend to grab all of it. They're going exactly where I'm going. A little more discipline. Next time get this. Then we have to go around. Get that, 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 and that for more discipline. And as well as that as well. We'll have the best discipline in all of India. Bad tactic, hang on. How to counter. Use shock axe. Thought it was going to be over by then. Hold on, we're coming in. Just hold the line, goddamn you. So it just needs 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to be for a whole nother level for you. We're here. They're killing us over here. Costly wars. Just take Noka, then that's that. Because tired of beating them up and draining our manpower reserves. But the looting be gentle. Again. Give me all. Let me have some fun. Hehehe. After protracted conquest, we finally routed the Pauravas armies and laid waste to the lands. During the sack of their capital, many important prisoners were taken. Many of them having previously held positions in the Pauravas court. They now languish in our dungeons, awaiting whatever fate we decide to impose upon them. Pass judgment on important families. Just see if any of you are worth taking in. None except the... No, not your rival. Why on earth would you do that? I'll take you in. And then rest respect. I take one in and get rid of the rest. That's how I function. And Moria finished their war. They did what I expected them to do. Just took a big chunk out of the land and leaving a few pieces. Got a good amount of experience out of that. It's all part of gunpowder. So Sakala's the main place to be. The former capital of Pauravas, Sakala is one of the preeminent cities of not just West Punjab, but all of the Indus River Valley. While it is indeed known as the center of Buddhism, it is better known for its gloriously profitable textiles and silk. So turn this into a trade hub. So Sakala is going to need the number of goods produced greater or equal to 3. Same for Madra. There's an easy way to do that. Get to this. I think we may want to hold off on going over there. Although, good for this fun. But whenever we get more innovations in the future. 1, 2, 3. So it'll be 1 for right on Java. You know, our best types of units for that is heavy infantry, because there's a lot of offense, but imagine adding discipline. So whenever we form our legion in the far future, be sure to have a large amount of archers and heavy infantry. That's what we seem to be specialized on. And meanwhile, Nokar would eventually be outshone by the district within it, transforming itself into the city of Lahore. This Proto-Lahore remained a relevant city in Porus' kingdom and a centre right in the center of Punjab. Famous for its fort of Laukat, the origins of the name Lohawar or Lahore is integral to hold and grow Nokar to assure its stability across the greater Punjab region. It needs to have population up, 2 fortress buildings, and for the province as a whole of Trikata, needs to have a bunch of incoming, outgoing trade routes, so it really needs to be prosperous for the time being. If we could get the loyalty up, that is. Because I can't. Well, you can. Okay. Needs 2 fortresses. It's got a low population. That's one thing. Incoming trade routes, outgoing. To appease the masses, we gotta give them forum. Court of laws, just to increase the province's loyalty. Actually, these buildings should go up first, and then the 2 fortresses. All in that order. Take these down. Sakala and apparently this already has the effect done by Pauravas. Alright. Every little bit helps. That means you gotta have mills. We spared no expense. One produces cloth, the other produces silk. I don't think they stack, but it's already done by Pauravas. As I've stated, we spared no expense on this. I think we should integrate Pauravas as well, because I believe there is room for one more. Because they don't like us right now. Now, Colossae is an issue. It's home to cedar. Every passing winter is going to be an issue with food. So I want you to build commercial districts just to try to get an import route in, just to keep it going. You know, it's only a long time before we can take all this, but that would be in a far future. And for all this, well, as far as we can tell, there's no cities. Pauravas is much more significantly populated, so yeah, you are definitely. Oh, don't do that. Don't touch that. Nokar, even though it has a lowered population, but sending our people over there to increase the population at least a bit sounds beneficial, but damn it, man, do you really want to screw yourself over? Maurya has declared war against Kalinga and Yaudheya. which was a former ally of the Mauryans. Our stability is so damn high, I think you might as well do it. Do want to risk provincial rebellion for this. Sending our people over there would be a good thing. But I think they're already mad as it is. Go ahead. Promote them. Do I really want to do the same thing? Reducing our own population slightly would definitely create some sort of balance. How much does the milk cost? 77. Too many. Oh, and get some more grain for relief from Madra. How long are you going to be like this? For a few years. Screw it. Let's risk it. Now we sent our people over there to Nalkar to increase the population size in order to get to this, because it says population is greater or equal to 30. It's what it needs. These previous owners didn't really invest much in their home province. So yeah, you may have done a stupid thing, but they'll slowly come around when we build these court of laws here. And also do not worry yourself about, you know, what army's coming after you or not, since we know where the Mauryans are going. So you can lower your fort maintenance. Terrible news from where? It seems that one of the stablehand forgot to close the gate before falling asleep, and when he woke up, every single horse on the farm had escaped. There's no doubt the animals have made it to the Badlands by this point. A total loss. We have to catch at least a few. Get out of there. We're in a deficit right now, but don't worry, we'll get out of deficit very soon. Just wait a few months. Just a setback. Oh no, you're too corrupt. Hold it. Hold that thought. what difference? It ain't gonna be much in terms of levies they can provide. But we did it. I was thinking about giving that appointment, but he's gone now. He was the traditionalist party leader for a long time. This is the new one. Chanakya will look to start his next term. Good man. Infection. All the loot to be gained along with other ways to get money. I'll seek treatment. Almost to 800. He has begun to exhibit a rather unpleasant, sarcastic manner as of late. He is in danger of pushing away all those who previously cared about him. There goes his diplomatic reputation. Literally everyone loves Dananan. Gets more popularity. Founding more cities would be good, if given a chance. It isn't working, but please wait until the Pauravas population is fully integrated, so we can get rid of this culture on happiness. Raise levies. Wake up. You should just only raise levy from here. Stop them. We don't have the votes to the Senate if I wish to become a dictator. chasing them. Battle will begin there. Come over here and take an ass kicking. Got them all. And stay out. Get back to your post. At least they're having second thoughts on where to fight. Good. Friendly reinforced long route. They got him. Oh, what the hell is this? Supan Sangwa. I don't like that. Okay. Just intervening on different matters. Chanakia will be the man for the job again. He's still relatively popular. More than relatively. Build one more mill. I'd like to have that innovation to get foundries. That's what we'll have to switch our focus on. And 1 second. Can't risk it if we get lucky with additional innovations. We should have spent additional funds on other things of these lines. Several nights ago, Jolka was discovered to help himself a sizable quantity of gold from national treasure. It's clearly a serious crime. There's something to be said. Stupid affairs like this under the carpet. Flog his ass. Just to keep it up. Go for this for country's same religious happiness. Not everybody's Vedic. Plenty of them are Buddhists, with very small numbers of Jains, Ajavikas, and Hellenics. We need to get these people on our side for their loyalty. Because, you know, some areas don't have, you know, settlement buildings. They took it down. Especially when it comes to grain. Build 2 farming settlements and you're golden. Farming settlement. This needs an enclosure. Yeah, outrageous display of Zelika again. Challenge the ownership belonging to Chalaka. Let's have him. With only a set of blatantly forged documents to back up his claim. Excuse me. But proceedings not last long. Should I press for recompense? That's what you try to steal my money for, then you want to guess? Those lands belong to us for generations. Keep the stability up. High stability is good stability. Ah. Everyone gets one. There's the Soka Madra decision. It needs to have flowers up to 50. And our goods produced at least 4. And that would be great to have. Oh, Sakala. We understand your anger, alright? Dominant culture is not integrated culture? Well, that will change. He's slowly coming around now. But eventually. Another Buddhist teacher has come to here. Including in some of our cities, which of course won't affect much, but it's almost as if Buddhism is slowly catching on. It will mainly Vedic, but if we ever want to embrace Buddhism, you've got to have, well, it does have 20% of the people of Yaudheya. That does follow at least one pantheon deity from the new religion. 50% of the free people of the territory of Rutak follow this religion. The Senate does not mind for the religious change, but you need a lot of political influence for it. Oh, so, okay. If you wish to become Buddhist, change one of pantheon deity. Take a look at it. If any of them Buddhist related. That's a gamic. We currently have this, right, I don't really think it's possible at this point. Oh, you got charisma. Merciful, blood of Pandu. Yeah, we're working on it, just to get your approval. You know, keep in mind the Sangha is still dominated with, you know, with you know who. Get another free claim. Claim on Panjanada. We're all in agreement. That'll get the loyalty of everybody up. That's for free. One second. It's just I remember seeing something. Oh no, you're very good at it. Which we're about to get innovation soon, which we've got to start working on these. These are 10, but I don't want to dumb it down and get this. You're ambitious. You'll do. We don't know what your party conviction is, but you do you. I'll use my popularity to try to get more political influence for future needs. It's not going to make much of a difference, just wait until integration's complete. Every 16th slave pop to get this up, but foundries needed to make things easier for us. Parthians are not done yet. Look at it. And Persis is now satrapy to Parthia. They did lose some of the territories against Parthians before they switched allegiance. But the Seleucids have now been reduced to a near-rump state. You're playing up there. Farming settlement just to have food to keep them going, but not till later. Priorities needed elsewhere. Yeah. Not done yet. But next year, this modifier will go away. recent decisions of our government and Maharaj Sanapati, Janaki in particular, has left supporters and representatives of the oligarchs happier than ever, safe in the knowledge that their concerns are being heard and acted upon. There are many among the oligarchs that would not be willing to repay our kindness of their own, though it might be more beneficial to use this opportunity to address the most pressing needs of the other political factions. Let us mend cross-party divisions. Which means if I ever wanted to, I'd be a dictator for life, but now I'm too old for that. I don't think you assassinated him. You were still in the middle of plotting. Not gonna make much difference. Oh, you're pretty healthy. You can have it. We're almost to the civic level 6, which means we would have the ability to, you know, enshrine aristocracy, but you need to get rights of nobility, which that isn't unlocked until civic events level 6. Because that's what I want to see in the near future, likely next episode or so, if civility remains high. No, sir. It's for keeps. Is that we want to change this Republic of Yaudheya to go from oligarchic to aristocracy. Because that's what the counter-republic it actually was, to a degree, historically. To an extent. One thing's for certain, this is definitely going to increase the levy size for Gandhara once we fully integrated the Pauravas, Porus. How do you say it? Are you even winning the damn war? Oh, you did go to the other side. The what? What does this have to do with anything? If you get in my border, I'm going to start chasing you down. Those are the rules. But someone's going to take care of that. Farming settlement here. And we'll have another one once we get 105, which will take a few months. Fortress for level 4, holy crud. With the rising prominence of the social status of people of Quran descent, the established citizenry is increasingly finding their privileges encroached upon, as might have been foreseen. They have become increasingly anxious and resentful in the face of this new social competition by people who not too long ago were deemed to be inferior. Already this boiling over form of public and sometimes violent quarrels with the foreign people and vocal protests against our policy of integration. They will learn to treat their fellow citizens eventually. Will defend their rights while ours would go down a bit, but I think we should be alright. Until I will eventually, once we're done with this, maybe we should go for innovations that just increases the integrated culture happiness. Because every little bit helps. One day I gotta start putting down the planning mode. So I'll know what the hell I'm doing. Again, it's a wonder. It's like, yeah, you can be a Buddhist, just switch one of your pantheon deities to a Buddhist one. Although it's kind of very hard to do, because there is one Buddhist holy site here, but that's the Buddhist deity of fertility. And I do not see that. Because they work very differently. So apparently the Pauravas areas that we took, this is Buddhist country that we took over. So no wonder why the entire country is 30% Buddhist. Pratapati Vatsa has all by accounts remained a scholar of the divine man for much of his life. Caused some embarrassment, therefore, when he discovered extraordinary local temperature, egregiously unreasonable degree, before reprimanding him. It must be said it would be expeditious to our efforts to influence him with brush this under the table. Very well. Almost done. And they'll start looking at us more highly. It's integrated, and it's and hopefully the population there will start looking at us more favorably. Well, you know, we're gonna start making up to you people, our people. Yeah, we gave you Democrats something to be smiling about. exempt from the land ownership protection. That's just in case if they get too rowdy. Now it's definitely going our way. Well, this definitely slows them down. Not to mention, further increases the, oh my goodness, the size of the levy from Gandhara, with a lot more archers at the ready, with some heavy infantry, chariots, elephants, and supply trains. So now we can definitely protect ourselves well. If you have the manpower, that is, which we will. So yes, this little republic can pack quite a punch. So look again. So it would have to be 50% of the free people who have to be Buddhist, but in our capital city of Roptak, this is largely a Vedic city. Only 10% of them are Buddhist. And to have that, you need 50, which is impossible. You're better off just to find a pantheon deity for this. Which I believe the best way to do that is simply go over there to that holy city and all that. Siddhartha. Aha. The Buddha himself. I think you would have to control these areas if you wish to become Buddhist yourself, if that's how it works. Because I can't seem to change any. Because none of the Buddhist ones are listed here. I mean, I'm not trying to be, I'm just showing you that there's a way to do that. You know, we're largely a Vedic country. You can stop doing that now. I'm trying to think, what would be good for us? Yeah, encourage trade would do. Popularity remains. What are you doing all the way up there? It's still a horde conquest. With whatever is left of the revolt, it seems that Parthe will be picking up the pieces from there. He was one of the good ones. Ugh. You people with your low statesmanships, you're bound to screw something up. You, however, are in perfect health. I'll give you this, even though you're a minor character. Oh, the whole generation is dying off. He was the Purohita. Whatever keeps us going. Alright, but finish your war, so I could disband this levy. Oh, and we're about to pick up a tradition here. We're gonna have to start going down this way since we are archer intensive. Dedicated archers. The core troops of the Mauryan army were archers, armed with bows varying in style. Indeed, many Indian military formations reserve a place for a tightly packed group of well-coordinated missile troops. This increases our archers' discipline even more. Next time we should pick up this tactic. And also some freemen here. Morale armies. That's what we see in our future. Okay. What the? Slave estate. Get rid of that. Put a farming settlement instead. Replace it. This needs an enclosure. We're at peace. Did get this. They have integrated Yaudheya. They almost reached great power instead of major power. At least integrating these powers further increases our monthly research bit by bit. My term's going to be coming to an end soon. The crafty one. Oh, wait a minute, he's a Democrat. I mean, he's in fact the party head. I could manipulate candidates whenever I want to, so no, we still gotta stick with, you know, of all that. Because we do not want to have it. Oligarchs dominate to lower citizen approval here. Every family head. Defend religious privileges. Gee, we could have used that earlier. Freemen become citizens. Just looking at those. Well, to be fair, some of the new men are all under 40, so. Okay, it's due to all these other factors. I could tell him to get out of here. And be forced to retirement, this job, office, command. But if he refuses, well then, he refuses. Because I was pretty happy with oligarchs all to live long day, but this man here, well, he's kind of nice and all. Well, he has the high stationship, like he's qualified for it, but he's partied later. And having him around here would cause stability drop, and well, nobody's gonna get along with this, so that's gonna be a bit of an issue. In regards to tyranny, Senate approval, and all that. Dang it, lately some of the most influential faction members have been Democrats lately. Huh. Building enclosure while you're at it. You know what, just let it be. We gotta win over the approval of the oligarchs as a Democrat. Control. This increases national citizen output. Confiscation. Hey, since he's a new face around here, we finally get a chance to get free province investment, which is well needed. It lasts for many years. Well, I guess we have no issues, so we'll learn to cooperate. Aha! There it is! Again, if you want to become Buddhist, this is the only way. Switch to Siddhartha, the paradigm of culture. Each time you call upon him, this increases citizen happiness. Which, again, historically, Yaudheya was never a Buddhist entity. Never ever. But you know the benefits of regarding, certain religions and such. Because Kalinga, for example, is a Buddhist country. Well, we're still Vedic. As we're Vedic, again, as a reminder. Slaves needed for surplus, control speed, national movement output. Buddhist gives you country's same religion happiness, even though there's not a lot of Buddhists here, but it will cause conversions to go up fast. So that way, if we wanted it to. So you, again, as a reminder, if you want to be Buddhist, all you gotta do is give praise to Siddhartha, Gautama, Buddha, and then you are ready. That's it. But you actually lose tyranny for doing that. Okay. It's just the real benefits of being Buddhist is just, well, population promotion goes way up. And we're not bound by caste anymore, even though we've granted rights to Kshatriya. But I believe doing this... Oh, that's bullcracker probably, you idiot. This one, the enshrined aristocracy would be more of a priority than embrace Buddhism. Also, stop that. I want you to encourage trade. One day there will be betterment for you all. Okay, when we get the free province invest in Madra. 1 second. I'm looking for someone, if he's still around. The man we defeated. And we brought him in after conquering Pauravas. Because you should have tagged him. Because I wanted to know if he was Buddhist. Like, did they do it during one of their mission trees? Unless the family adopted him. With the vengeance of the sun overflowing populace, it was only a matter of time before Democrats tried to strip the Yaudheyan privileges of their legitimate wealth. Now, Mob will have no trouble passing this bill unless the Mauryans decides to veto it. Families are far too powerful. Sorry about this, but we need this support. Oligarchs are willing to support if they let us. And go ahead, use that. For Syria. Want to live prosperously. We'll end this episode soon as we inch closer and closer to getting ourselves some foundries. It would also be much beneficial if we were to go this way to make up for, like, in case if I really decided to go Buddhist or not. That this would be a way of making up after abandoning the Vedic faith. But it all depends on the rest of the Buddhist deities, so to speak. Are they any better than the Vedic ones? I'll have to look those up through Imperator Wiki and all that. Because that factoid alone is going to convince me whether or not if I should go Buddhist or not. Which again, 30% of the country is Buddhist. And that's also a question I would also ask for you people. The industrious folk of Madra has excelled themselves, contributed their own personal funds to develop infrastructure of that fine city. We hope this attitude can be mirrored with some of our less loyal subjects. Oh, I forgot about you people. I've neglected you. I'm sorry. What are you trying to build? Granary. Fair enough. You get a granary. Didn't need me to spend my money on it. Instead, it's going to go to a foundry when we get that innovation in the next episode. But again, I'm holding off on calling any omens of any kind. But at least now we know that Siddhartha belongs to deity of culture. Can hear a chicken alone. The only downside of being Buddhist is that the war score cost increases where you won't expand as much in terms of territories of what you're trying to gain, unless you have claims previously set down. But I'll keep my eye open. Dates from Syria. At least since we've gone further west a little bit, at least we have contact with Yaudheya. Provincial rebellion. How's your health? Perfect. Yes, here the capital of the province, but goods being produced and all that is going to be an issue. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I think we got it all figured out. As it's 2:58, well 2:57 now. As we will stop right on January 1st. There. We'll stop here, as the closure will be finished in the next episode. So, the future plan is this. Well, first, become an aristocratic republic, which will cause a big drop of stability. Also, maybe eventually, look, it's not just that. I mean, we do have the rights to nobility. We can do that, because the benefit of being an aristocratic republic is you get 2 military IDs in addition to 1 oratory. If I were to keep 1 oratory, it would be reduced corruption, but we would lose the benefits of build cost and time, where everything's going to be a bit more expensive and buildings take too damn long. But I think we've done good enough nation building for ourselves around here. And as well as having a choice to whether or not if we should embrace Buddhism, which of course it's going to cost you in stability and then more stability again. And traditionalists won't like it. But at least they'll have the benefit where this entire country is going to see a sweep of people converting from Vedic to Buddhism in a hurry. Even though it should be reminded one more time that the slaves needed for surplus thing, that's going to be a bit reduced, which you think we should probably hold off on that until this is complete first. You know, it's already got the trade out Sakala, but if you need to get through this to get through that eventually. And of course that over there as well. So just grab whatever it needs. You got Parthia. So there's 1 out of 5. But that's for the whole province. Keep that well in mind. Yeah, it's going to need reservoirs for it. When the loyalty gets back up to what it should be, then we can start working on that. So, yeah, that's our plan. So, we hope you people have enjoyed this episode, and we'll see you in the next one. All new established colonies have extra pops when it's finished. It's not that great. But perhaps found city cost modifier would also be a good one, if we wish to build more cities along the way. Especially that Panchanata doesn't have one. So, okay, we'll see the next episode of our future plans, and what do you people think of what I should do in the future? Aristocratic Republic, or Buddhism, or what should come later and all that. But I believe the first priority should be, well, in 2 years' time. Yes, in 2 years' time, get that next innovation. Get the foundry buildings, get your free investment, invest it here, build it, all that. And if you got slaves to move around, well, start moving them around. Because you got a lot of work to do to try to, you know, at least get this mission done. But again, we'll see you in the next episode. But until then, so long for now.